underway. And we're up to the semi-finals, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Lee D-Man Smith. Join me as Jason Kaplan once again. And we're going to be the OW Kings up against the Team No Team Name. We're just going to call them No
Team
Name.
Lazy.
We're just call them No Name, I think.
They could come up with something. I don't know.
You got to come up with something. I mean, everyone's been creative. There's all sorts of things
Creation.
in there. Call me Maybe and stuff like that in there.
Low noon, high newt.
High Newt, Low Noon. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of creative stuff.
What was the other one? Master Bastion?
Master Bastion. I like Master Bastion. That was quite fun.
I bet you do like Master Bastion.
Yeah, absolutely. But this is going to be a best of 3.
Yeah.
Obviously semi-finals. And it is going to be on 3 payload maps as well. Kings Row, Numbani, and Hollywood. So all 3 very good maps. Fantastic stuff. We'll find out how they're going to do. I'm going to give them the ready up because these guys are ready to go. You want to jump in the bracket?
I want to look at the brackets.
All right, we can do it. We got time.
This is my part of the show. I get to do
Okay.
something. Welcome to the Jason Kaplan part of the show, where we talk about the brackets. Overwatch Kings up against Team No Name. No Team Name ended up picking up pretty easy victories throughout the entirety, except Fortress was a little bit more of a different story for them. But Octane, a team we have not really seen before.
Octane.
Like
Octane.
Yeah.
I like
It's
that.
not bad. It's not bad. Up against Ventus. So we'll have at least one brand new team to the final this time. And Overwatch Kings, maybe this is their chance to finally win and get their 100 points. They already have 75 because they came in second, so they're almost guaranteed to be in the into the monthly final. But with this as well, this pretty much puts them through. Yeah,
if they reach the finals, I mean they'll be on 100 now, won't they? Because they're already at 25 points. I guess being in semi-finals, I think it is somewhere on there.
50.
Is it 50 semi-final? 75.
It's like 175. Then 50 for some, I think.
Okay, so they're already at 125 points then.
I can't remember.
They're looking pretty good. Either way, they're beating Creation so far. And OW Kings, of course, are chasing for that 150 euros because 150 euros goes to the winner. And we are, of course, on Kings Row. So this time around, we will be seeing the Symmetra. Of course, we just saw, can't remember, Ventus playing Pretz on Kings Row a moment ago. I can't even speak. 6 minutes, 7 seconds was the winning time, 6 minutes 15 on the defense. Let's see if these guys can go any quicker than that. We're going to be seeing a Reinhardt coming out for point. Shader is going to be on a Genji on the defense. Okay. Gibbon on Symmetra, so he's starting to set everything up there. We are going to see a double McCree from Poppy and Razor's Edge, and Darius will be on Mercy. That's Darius, not Dyrus. But he's also a League of Legends. Darius. Sorry, he's actually an ex-League of Legends player. He's just been talking to me in the lobby. But on the attack, let's see if they stick with these. At the moment, we have Tweedy sitting on the Reinhardt. We have Adatonian on the Mercy. Misha's going to be on Soldier. We have May going to be switching across to Widowmaker for Sini. Olba is also going to be on Soldier. So double Soldier on attack, and Ribe will be sticking on the Zarya. Double Soldier on attack. Interested to see how that's going to work, and interested to see how a Genji is going to work on defense. Here we go. Let's have a quick spin across while Jason sets up the overlay. Everything else that goes with it. Sini is going to be the man on the Widowmaker. Actually going on the low ground at the moment. I haven't found the Zarya turrets. There we go. The Symmetra turrets, sorry. Picking them off around the side. Now he's going to get a little peek, but I think he just got a glimpse. There you go. As soon as it happened, it's just like, Genji. It's just like instant reactions from a Widowmaker.
I've seen Shatter actually quite a few times. In the closed beta, like playing against him and stuff. Pretty good, actually really good Genji. Annoying as hell when you play against him. But Sieni, he played McCree earlier on, but he's finally able now to play a Widowmaker, which is the hero he played for Bongo Beach Boys up against his former teammate of Point.
That's the Mercy down.
And he does work. Finished lad, very good looking, and he can hit shots.
Oh, he certainly can. That's the site cleared. That's job done. I mean, he hit the shots there, took down pretty much all the supports and the damage dealer. So, very, very quick start here. Coming out of Team No, Team Name.
I was like, what? You got me in suspense
here.
here.
It's not Team No, Team Name. It's on OW King, sorry.
Yeah. Alright, so Sieni's still watching on the high ground. The Genji's having a very difficult time really dealing with him. They have the double McCree set up. They still Shatter. I don't know why Shatter's like Genji, to be honest. I feel like Shatter's just like forcing himself to play a Genji when they really don't need a Genji right now. They need probably Zarya, maybe a Soldier, maybe a Widowmaker to deal with Sieni, maybe even a Winston. But the Genji's not going to work out when he's by himself, especially when Sieni can be healed up by Adatonian.
Olba's got his... Oh dear, that's not good. That's the Reinhardt just got picked off. So Olba peeked around there. Now he's got his tactical visor available as well. And he's expecting, he's like, where are they? He just came around the corner, he's like, that's like me playing right there. Does manage to come around the back there, tries to catch them out, but, well, the team weren't there, were they? Didn't even need it, and honestly, they are absolutely wrecking Team No Name right now.
Yep. Yeah, 100%. There's just, I think there's no communication within Team No Team Name. I think, again, we need to see some switches. Now, Poopy, switching over from the McCree over to the Winston instead of Shatter switching over. It makes literally no sense for this. I don't know why they're doing it. I still am going to say that Shatter's just forcing himself into the Genji role for this. He's even trying to take down the Widowmaker, I'm sorry, not the Mercy in the backside, but Mercy's going to get some help, and now Shatter's going to be a little bit overextended, and he ideally will die to Winston unless he can get out of this position.
Well, right now they're just like, well, we don't need to worry about him behind us. He has got his ulti available. Now they have to worry about him. When he drops down, manages to get that. He didn't actually get the kill, ironically. It was Razor's Edge that managed to pick it off, but he's been taken down. Olba absolutely destroying. Going to try and switch across to him if I can. Can't get to him in the end, doesn't matter. This is not going well right now for Team No Name. This is a very quick time coming out on King's Row.
Yep. Honestly, I can say it multiple times. I guess Shatter, he needs to switch. He needs to not be playing Genji. I don't know why Poopy switched away. They need a double McCree. They need maybe a Widowmaker to deal with Sieni. They're not really doing much here, and now they're going to get pushed into the final point. Finally, the Dragon Blade's going to be coming in with the Earthshare kicks on it. So many, and Oba towards the back. He's going to need a perfect Deadeye off. He's at least forcing to look at him, which allows the rest of the team to pick them off. Here comes the Mercy for the revive. He will pay the price. Darius going to go down. And now Oba's going to continue to pick up kills. Shatter will finally come in, though, in response. But what's it really going to accomplish?
Not a great deal. They're all going to get revived the second he goes down. Quick revive. That's going to be a high noon. No,
that's
going to
rough.
happen in the corner. Gets taken straight down. And Twitty swinging away with a hammer and wrecking them. And that payload is really not slowing down much here. They're going to drop the beat. That will slow things down for a small while. Earthshatter back available again already from Twitty.
Yeah, be careful, dude. There's a Lucio, like, off to your side. Get their shot on a Lucio. He's getting
shit.
knocked off on top of things. Meteor going to seal that one away from him. The payloads continue to move as a Prime Rage going to be coming out. Tries to get the charge onto him, but he gets knocked into the wall. Razor is finally going to be able to respawn with that Fen of the Hammer. And with Darius now down, they don't have any chance for a revive. Oba's getting knocked down. The Earthshires just keep coming left and right.
Well, the flashbang not quite working out, nor is going to be the Fan of the Hammer. He hasn't managed to catch him out. Does manage to get a bit of melee damage in there. Just got to deal with that Lucio, clear him off the payload as it pushes onto the point. High Noon gets popped as they come around the corner. There's going to be one shot. There's the flashbang. And there is map number 1 in the books for OW Kings. Very quick stuff there.
Sieni wasn't even disrupted in that last fight because he just sat in the back, was just getting free reign of the entirety of this one. It has to be the opening of him. Yep. That's what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. If you try to force a Genji into a comp, that just won't really work.
Just picking him off, picking heads, gets the Symmetra as well. Yeah, that's quick work. 4 minutes 27 seconds. That is a fast time.
Thing is, I feel bad saying that over and over again, but at the same time, like, you get anyone else out here casting that knows how to play generally, and they would have said the same thing, that Shatter needed to switch and not force his other McCree to play Winston when he's the one that should have flexed into Winston.
Trust me, the amount of times I've played with my subs, I just said, guys, you need to realize if that is not working in this comp, you need to switch. Do not stick with the hero if it's not working.
I can understand it in pubs, but I don't understand it when it's like in like a tournament. Like, I'll stick to a hero just because I want to get an achievement.
Pugs are serious business.
I mean, yeah.
I don't think you understand how serious these pugs are.
I know you always default to double Winston if you're losing though, because you want to come back.
Yeah, well, sometimes we just
Who wants
have
to go Winston with me? That's whatever I hear when I remember watching you stream or in the same room as you.
It's usually down to like a minute time. It's like, right, that's it. Break out the double Winston. Time to go.
Yep.
Well, I mean, it's the easy way of saying you can't hit a fucking barn door. Can you please go Winston?
Wait, is that you say that about yourself too? Because you go Winston as well, right?
Yeah, but that's because I'm basically saying nobody's killing that Mercy, so I'm going to have to go do it myself.
Yeah, I think Necro is probably one of those players on your team that just doesn't do anything. He's in chat, actually.
He plays Genji a lot.
Yeah, so he's probably trash. He's trash every game he plays. But anyways, into the second half, 4 minutes and 27 seconds is the time to beat. Team No Team Name have a lot of pressure on their shoulders. We'll see if they can maybe come back from this one. I probably would bet that they're not going to be able to, just based off of how that first half went. 427 is just like saying, all right, well, we just got absolutely demolished, and the hopes of actually coming back and winning are very slim.
It is best of 3, though, so plenty of time. Different comp as well coming out, of course. Lucio coming out for Misha. We're going to get a Junkrat for Ribe. We didn't obviously see one of those in the previous run. Adatonian is going to be on Mercy once again. Senny will be on the Widowmaker again. We will see Tweedy, of course, on the Reinhardt and Olba on McCree. Now let's see, is Shady going to stick with this Genji? It works on attack. It works on attack. That's for sure. I'll give him that one. Gibbon is going to be on the Lucio as well. We are going to see Puppey on Zaya. We are going to see the McCree for Razor's Edge. Darius will be on Mercy. And of course, we're going to have leading the charge point on the Reinhardt. But look at all those bouncing bombs. They time it well. Doesn't do a great deal of damage on the shield.
Genji can work, but not when he has the person he's going for has a Mercy to heal him. It makes things so difficult. And Sienna is just not going to have too much pressure against him. He doesn't have a healer with him, which is a little bit of a mistake. Eventually, Wolf also Shatter, making the Genji finally work on the attacking side, but they're not done just yet. The Mercy's still alive. Adatonian's going to have his ultimate up very, very soon. Well,
unfortunately, the rest of the team have been taken down there. Does try and get around the side, still can't get to the healers. He's managed to take down the sniper. That's about it. That's all he managed to do. The Widowmaker went down. The rest of the team have held pretty comfortably.
Shadow's, I mean, he's still alive. They're doing some good damage. And finally, he will die to Rib. But again, successful defense. We're now almost about a minute through. That means they have about, what, 3.5 minutes to go to actually finish this map. And with Twitty having Earthshatter available, Adatonian, Olba, Rib, all having ults, even Muture in a very few seconds, this should be a successful defense. I mean, you just look at the attacking side. I don't know if they have the ultimates up that they need. If Shatter and Poopy combine together into a perfect Graviton Surge with Dragon Blade, they could turn this one around.
Well, there's the Graviton Surge. It's working out well, but is there enough damage going down? No, Rib gets himself a triple around the side there. Make that 4. Can he finish the loft? Get the whole hat-trick? Who knows? Oh, yes, he will. Zaya goes down as well. And that is all 6 picked up by Rib. Fantastic stuff.
Oh my god! Did not expect you to do that, and yet somehow, who was that ran into that? That was the Zarya. Was that Poopy? That ran into that and died from it? And this is going to be another hold again. Wow, Overwatch Kings. And a little bit lucky that Rib can really show up when the time counts.
Yeah, that was beautiful. I didn't see whether it was the ulti at the start. I'm guessing it probably was. So he managed to get the Riptide, 3 on the Riptide, but the fact that he picked up 3 more after that is a huge hold. And, you know, we were talking about the time already. We're approaching 2 minutes now. So 4 minutes 30 seconds, 4 minutes 27 seconds, 4 minutes 30, close enough, was the time to beat. So basically they kind of need to catch the point now and go uncontested the entire way through.
Yeah, they got a lot of work ahead of them. Rib, got a Riptire up. Just waiting for a time. Okay, a little bit of a misfire there.
Top, wasn't he? Yeah.
He's going to come in from the back, though. And this tire's going to completely catch him up. Watch this. Okay, well, we won't even have an opportunity because Olba picks up the kills, but Rib's going to continue to push back in, kind of force him off. The rest of the team sits in on the front line. Olba not even being disrupted, and again, another successful defense.
It's high. That's the most satisfactory thing. Like when literally they're doing the vocal cue that their ulti is going off, you intercept it, you cut them off. This,
oh, even Razor's calling it GG.
so many things, so satisfying.
Justice rate.
Yeah, yeah, Justice Rays. All
right, well,
even actually fades out. That one does as well. That's the best bit. It goes. Bah.
Yeah.
How many times must they have recorded that to do that? Or they've just had to record that one little bit of a thing at the end there. But GG, back to lobby. So 1-2-0 already for OW Kings. Very, very strong showing here on Kings Row. Considering how much they struggled against Pretz here. It wasn't, no, tell a lie, it wasn't them that struggled against Pretz. It was Ventus that struggled against Pretz on here.
Can you hit L? Just in case we have the lobby, the game lead? Okay.
No, I don't.
If L's doesn't work, then we don't have lobby lead. There they go. They realized it finally.
Ba, ba, ba.
Oh, wrong one.
We could go to a break. No,
nope.
we're not going to go to a break. We don't need to go to a break. So, what is going to be the next map? That's the question.
Numbani.
Is it going to be Numbani? Well, it was one or the other. I'm not sure. I think
thought that was okay. So I'm assuming that's the order they told us. But if it's not Numbani, that's Hollywood.
It's Hollywood. Hollywood. But very, very strong stuff.
Oh yeah, Meacher. He wanted to see the Rib play of the game because it was pretty good. Yeah, 6 kills.
That's actually true. Yeah.
Hold off on that one. Well done. Honestly, it was it's not easy to pull something like that off, but he was able to, especially when it could have actually cost him to lose the point if he missed out on the shots. But anyways, Hollywood will be our next map, so they won't be going to Numbani. We'll see if things will change this time.
Are we going to get them on attack side first? Who knows? Nope, they're going to be...
Losing team chooses side, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's what we're just waiting. They're on defense at the moment.
I feel like it's easier to attack first, because then you know what you're looking at when you come onto the defense. Like, oh yeah, okay, so 6 minutes. All right, we need to stall for 6 minutes. And when you get to that crucial point, you can switch up to heroes that you need to just stall for time, not necessarily win a fight. Yeah. And it looks like they will be sticking to these sides. So we'll get into Hollywood in just a few. I don't know what's happening, though, with the iOctane Ventus game. And actually, I'm going to look at the roster of iOctane really quickly while we do wait for the game to start.
Apparently.
See if I recognize anyone of the team. Gaiken, yeah, I know him. And that's it.
I don't know any of them.
Gaiken plays a good Genji.
Okay, good
And actually play on the ladder. They're ranked 16 at the moment.
Yes, if you guys at home do want to get involved on the ladder, you can play on that. You don't need to just go for the Go4 Cups. For the monthly finals, we're going to be having 8 people from the points of the Go4 Cups. Yep. So 8 teams, obviously Creation up there. Owkings will certainly be up there. But the other 4 will be coming from the actual ladder. So get yourselves on the ladder. At the moment, at the top, I believe, was Owkings. I might be wrong on that.
They don't need to, but I guess they want the practice.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's an easy way to play.
The way
I used to love taking part in the ladders. That was you're way back in the old clan-based days, which obviously you would be the equivalent of Cal for you.
Really? No, TWL.
Oh yes,
TWL
yes,
yeah,
TWL.
That was, oh god, an OGL. I think it was that was like the really newbie one that I played in because I want to make myself feel better. Still lost though.
Smashing noobs.
Still lost though. But yeah, so the way I think it works though with the open ladder, if you're a team that qualifies through the Go4 points, then you're taken off the ladder in the understanding of this. So if like the top 4 teams in the open ladder are teams that qualified through points, then they're skipped in this next 4.
Of course,
as
yes.
well. But we're into Hollywood finally. Let's drop you in.
Hollywood.
Let's kick this one off.
I like the little green screen thing Take did as well. They put you guys there on the couch.
Well, it's better than what they could have did. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I was expecting a screamer to come out of that.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what was going to come out when they kept trying to get the green screen lined up, but I guess it's something that production guys can be imaginative or not about. Babylon. Anyway, this is going to be Hollywood. Probably my favorite map. I think we've discussed this before already. It is a very, very pretty looking map and can actually be tough to take. The opening really depends
probably
on
one of the hardest
team
maps, actually.
Yeah.
The second area is really difficult. Actually, this and Gibraltar are probably the hardest maps.
A good Widowmaker or a good couple of McCrees can really shut you down pretty hard.
Thing is, here on the attacking side, you switch so often that you typically don't have ultimates when you try to go through here. Or if you do, it takes a long time to actually build them up. Because if you see like the team set up on the saloon straight ahead of you with like a Reinhardt and like a Widow and Bastion or whatever, then you have to like send monkeys up there to get rid of them to push them off the actual the actual position, or they'll drop on top of you when you're pushing the payload. So it'll cause you to switch some heroes around, and then you lose your ultimate %, and it kind of gives the defenders a little bit of an advantage there. But we're about to kick off our first half of our second map of our semifinal. Yeah. And we still have our grand finals to come up after this.
Yeah, quick rosters. Alba, you can see Soldier on your screens. Tonian is going to be on Mercy once again. Rib will be playing in the jungler again. Well, we'll see. Didn't quite get the play of the game visible, but certainly would have got it, I think.
He got it in our hearts, at least.
Yeah, in our hearts and minds. Seni is going to be on Widowmaker once again, as he was. So pretty much exactly the same setup here. Of course, they have a Symmetra, which you'd expect on Hollywood with all those towers set up. They are so annoying. And that gun up close, it does so much damage. It's scary. And of course, you can't block that.
It's like a Void Ray.
Yeah. Oh, and he's killed. He
assisted it.
Okay.
About almost half health on the point. Rib was able to secure the rest. So he's actually built up 87% of his ultimate. So he's going to have to teleport up before this first fight comes in, because team name, they need point there to be that brick wall for the team to hide behind.
So they're about to back away. I did just see Genji trying to sneak around the side. Now, this is a map that Genji can work well on because there's quite a few points where he can be sneaky, but again, the Widowmaker up on high, very much expecting this as well. You can see Soldier 76 just holding the high ground, just covering him off, giving that point. He's going to try and jump up there on towards him, and he does manage to get himself the kill. Nicely done. Now, is that going to cause him to go straight in there? Can he get the damage down on this Reinhardt? That's a big, chunky target to try and aim at, but they're working well.
Getting healed from the top side too. Mercy's not being dealt with. The revive's going to come through. Sienna's going to be back alive, so he didn't have to run back to this point. Mitra even got a teleporter down. The defense will be here to hold on because, well, actually, no, Darius, he does have ultimate alive. He's going to use it on his Shatter to get him back up. Twitty and Mitra have both fallen. Now Tony's just trying to see life, hoping his teammates can kill this Genji before he dies.
Alba's got a lot of work to do here. He's got to try and clear off this site. You can hear that Genji ulti going off. That switch across to him. Shader will get taken down. Twitty doing his work, doing the job, but it's going to be Razor's Edge in the back. A Razor's Edge, what's that? That's the name of an album, isn't it? That's where he's pulled that one from. But anyway, sidetracking aside, it is going to be the point, barring anything unusual happening here. and Misha will get popped off. So, first point picked up. More successful than they were on Kings Row.
It took about 2 minutes, but you know what? Still works out nonetheless. Siani just got completely caught off in that position. I think also a lot of headshots out of Shatter was able to actually secure the kill onto him. Those right clicks up close and personal really, really punished him. And if Siani didn't go down, I think that would have been a completely different hold for them. But 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes now have passed. Siani's gonna get some free reign on this high ground, especially with the Reinhardt to protect him. And ooh, that headshot coming through, and that was on the Poopy, I believe. Getting him relatively low, but also you have to keep in mind the damage he does do now without any kills gets Darius even closer to actually getting his ultimate up.
Ulti available. Let's see where Poopy's going to jump to. He's going to be trying to launch himself up there, but you can see that I think it's Tweedy that's already got up there. Yes, he has. Here we go. There's the charge coming out. Tweedy gets the pin down on the Reinhardt. His opposite number and the kill with the... damn it, I can't remember the name. Not the Earth Shadow. It's damn it. It's the
Fire Strike?
Fire Strike. There we go. Oh, well. I ruined it all, didn't it? I'm just gonna...
I was hoping you'd pull it out of your pocket there.
Oh, I had it in my head, but I couldn't think of it.
What? I had it in your head, but you couldn't think of it.
Couldn't think of the words. Couldn't think of the words, man.
Hey, at least there's not 120 different champions to play in this game.
No.
With 5 abilities each.
Have you noticed I've started just saying Soldier as well, so I don't put the number on the end.
Yeah.
There's a reason
well,
for that.
you did say Soldier 69
I
once.
may have said Soldier 69.
I don't know what happened during your weekend, but Oba on the high ground. Gonna be trying to provide some damage again. When they push on through the underside, it gets really dangerous as an attacking team to really do much, as 2 kills already go their way, 3 now, and even Siani's able to actually get away from Shatter, who's not able to pick up too much.
Oh, well, Reinhardt should be able to deal with this dastardly Widowmaker that keeps swinging around, but it doesn't matter because they all get revived straight back. And now let's switch across to the McCree. McCree around the back having a little battle of his own. That shield's going to block Puppy from being damaged. Now, Puppy does have his ulti available, but isn't going to use the primary rage. The rest of his team not really around there, so we'll get picked off from the back there. Nice flashbang in the air over the top of the shield. Darius, I don't think you're going to get away from this one. No, you will not. Nice work from Olba there.
I've got it.
Clicking.
I've got it. How to fix McCree. Nerf his right-click damage and make it so it's flashbang. The distance you are away from it determines how long you're stunned. So you actually have a chance to survive by running away.
Is that what you're thinking?
Boom. Done. McCree's done. Move on. I'm Jeff Kaplan.
On to Genji now.
Yeah, Genji. Delete him from the game. There we go. That's 2 out of 2. Let's get Widowmaker in here.
I'm down with that one. I absolutely hate Genji.
But look
Here
at
we
this.
go.
They're coming in from the back, actually, which catches them out of position. Oba's falling off the high ground, but I think a double charge lands off. Her Point's going to be the one to pay the bigger price of this one.
That was horrible to watch.
And Poopy, well, he's just trying to run away. I don't know why Shatter's still on Genji. Genji can work, but the problem is, you're up against team on high ground. You're never going to get a 1v1 battle. You need to switch away. You double McCree, Soldier maybe, even Soldier. If they set up with a Reinhardt on top, Soldier, damage amped, can just shoot down the shield. Team, please.
Please. Please. Please. Well, maybe it will take them being knocked out of the tournament to realise that. Who knows? He's still on it, though. Still on it. Still going strong.
I mean, I hate to keep harshing him on it, but I mean, I'll harsh at any team that doesn't switch heroes when they need to.
Yeah.
Just maybe they don't realize it. Maybe he just doesn't feel comfortable playing other heroes, or maybe he just doesn't want to.
Yeah, maybe it's just not working. Who knows? Puppy switched across as well. He's on to Widowmaker instead of the Winston, so I'm not sure about that one. I've got to be totally honest, but that looked like a... I don't know, Ride of the Valkyries as they all come diving in there. Puppy does land a nice shot, though. You hit that big ding, that headshot. I think Shader might be able to finish him off as well. He does. So that's Senny going down. They are going to get the payload on the move here. So this Genji doing work at last, finding around the back there. Does manage to tear them down, but not so much sure it's all down to him. I think his team had a big part in that, but has got Dragon Blade available. Doesn't need it. Payload on the move.
Okay, so Shadow's paired actually with Poopy this time. With the Widow shot, the headshot, and him was able to get Siani down, and he falls again. So now this gives the little bit of a ultimate advantage to Poopy, just because he can get his ultimate online a little bit quicker, because he's consecutively picking up kills, which will allow them to get a little bit of extra control. But so much time has already gone by that I think Overwatch Kings can already be happy at this. Obviously, they don't want to actually even give up the payload finishing, because they want to be a team that can rival the top 2, the top 3, or tier 2, tier 3 teams. And I think they'll be actually unhappy with themselves if they do let team name finish.
Oh, Razor's Edge. That's not good. That was not pretty to watch. Flashbang landed, missed the fan, the hammer. Doesn't even get the kill on Puppy there. That was not pretty. Sometimes I like watching the pros, but sometimes it's just not working. But anyway, Darius has the ulti available. As does Olba. Olba holding on to it. Of course, this is a very difficult choke point. While they do have 3 minutes available, it is entirely doable to hold them off here. We'll see how it works out, though. We've had a Rib switch across to Soldier.
Smart pick, actually, for him to do that, because he realizes that they're going to push him behind a Reinhardt shield, and he can just spam away with the damage amp. So the Reinhardt shield won't provide too much. Shadow goes too deep, and, well, he pays the price. And now his team has to kind of sit back and like, all right, well, Shadow, we need to wait for you to revive, man. We can't go in 5v6.
Yeah.
You give your fee the ult percent. Can you please switch, maybe? And he says, no, I've played Genji. Genji only.
I play Genji. I am Genji. Do you reckon he's sat at home in like a Genji outfit right now? He's cosplaying Genji. He's that deep into the tournament right now.
His mouse is actually a ball wheel instead of a wheel. It's a shuriken.
Earthshatter goes down. They're going to catch on Point. Point getting absolutely wrecked here, but the healing coming through. Not going to be enough. Earthshatter countered. High Noon could work out well, but no. Olba picked him off. Very nicely done. Olba countered on towards him. Brilliant stuff. That's going to be the fan the hammer in the backside. He will get taken down by Razor's Edge, but Razor's Edge is just all alone. He does have Shader with him. Look at this. Look at this, Jason. He has switched.
Oh, wait, was he going back to spawn to switch again?
Yeah, he's like,
he was like,
he's like, that's it. I played Soldier long enough. I'm switching back to Genji.
All right, so yeah, I mean, they needed the soldier switch. They needed his damage to break down their shield. Like, the Reinhardt shield paired with the Widowmaker is so strong, and he saw Olba go in. He picked up the 1v1 against Point, but he did die. But in the end, it's worth it, because now the Widowmaker can't hide behind that shield where he can himself. So, let's see, the push can be coming back in, the flashbang's going to be missing. Twitty gets the first kill on Poopy, so no Graviton Surge coming anytime soon. And there's Zero Shard to follow up. Twitty should be able to clean this one.
Olba will get himself a bunch more kills as well. He's got Point around the side. Why bother putting your shield up? The rest of your team are already gone. Just let it happen. Just let it happen, man. Just Razor's Edge around the side. Is going to get left clicked to death. And Olba, he's been doing some pretty damn good work here on this McCree. He's going for the revive. Okay. Not sure about that. They haven't really got positional advantage. That's kind of like a... They're delaying themselves right now. Like, Points back in. They're all over the place right now.
I'm trying to find a reason for that revive to be useful. And he was maybe hoping that his team had a bigger advantage of that fight than maybe they did. But obviously with the defender's advantage here, the respawn, you don't have to run nearly as far as when on the attacking side. But they got 37 seconds left, so we're 9.5 minutes through. This is basically coming down to their final attack.
Maybe trying to create a little bit of chaos. Shade has been picked off again, this time by the sniper. Dias in the back there, but let's keep our eye on Senny as he does some work at the back. Picks off the Mercy. Ribe and Olba also doing work, and that is very much GG. 15 seconds. We're going to have a little bit of overtime if they can touch the payload, but at the moment they're being forced well away from it. And look at the aggressiveness now coming out of Overwatch Kings. They are forcing them back, and even getting the headshot on the tank before he even gets his shield up.
Urshad's going to come through. Not to mention the tactical visor. This one has shatters, so he's going to be able to do some good damage. But again, the shield's up. They haven't dealt with it. He's going to be just forced to kind of sit back and try to spam it down. And Shadow will eventually be rushed. The Overtime's about to take over, but no. They get the revive back in. They get the people back on the payload, and they just lost on everyone there. This is going to be a successful hold out of Overwatch Kings. And they will now. All they have to do is complete the game to win. Doesn't matter how long it takes them.
Yeah, they're saying GG's good luck. They haven't finished yet. It says only a good half. They could hold. They could hold. Dias going to get himself a big res in there. It's going to be towards the end. Actually, this was the one that we just said we weren't sure whether why he did it.
No, that wasn't that one.
No, it wasn't. That was actually a good one, yeah.
That's actually a good one out of him.
It was a good one, but then you see Tweedy just wrecking him with a hammer. Unlucky.
34% of the team deaths rezzed.
33 eliminations for Olba. 55% kill participation. That's pretty good.
Yeah, Point's damage block, though. Almost 20,000. That's
Point,
pretty ridiculous. But yeah, second half. All to do is finish the map. Doesn't matter about time. Pizza is more important than the cups. I'm not going to deny that.
Yeah.
Pizza is pretty... You know, right down my street, you remember where I lived, don't say the name.
I do know where you
There's
live.
a Pizza Hut now there.
Really?
Yeah, and they deliver.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, this is really dangerous for me.
Yeah.
Because they make actually good pizza, like a pretty American type pizza.
Right, yes. I knew this because I looked on the website. We were ordering it for delivery, and they don't actually do it. It's only pickup, I think. It's not delivery.
It's like a 2-minute walk from me. I'll do it.
Yeah, well, not for me.
And Domino's stopped delivering to my area, so then Pizza Hut moved in and be like, all right, guys, you're not going to deliver this area?
And they only deliver to
so good. The
they only deliver
pepperonis.
to the side of one tracks. Domino's do. It's technically good for me because it means I won't be ordering Domino's.
Yeah, but Domino's, man. Pizza Hut.
I'm good with both. to be honest. I'm good with
Pepperoni
both.
pizza.
Though there is a good pizza place down by me that's open till 3 in the morning, so
Ooh,
it's like that
lucky.
emergency one. And it's always like if you go at regular times, it's got massive queues. It's only like your standard German pizzas, but it's not the greasy stuff that you German. Guys at home,
So it's like a gourmet pizza.
if you're ever wondering what German pizza's like, it's greasy. It's just bleh. So which is why we talk about obviously Domino's and pizza because they're generally far superior.
They're actually pretty good though. Like even in the US, they're pretty good.
For comparison to German pizzas, they're excellent.
Yeah, I mean, see, I'm fine. You get me a frozen pizza for like $2.49 from the
no.
Reva.
Oh, no.
I lived off that for a year. I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah, I mean that's what I call emergency pizza. I have emergency pizza at home. I did buy another one the other day, so because I'd used it. It's just that case of like now when we're casting for a long time. And we get home and it's just like, well, I'm starving. Actually, I'm really hungry now. We're talking about food. And you get home and you just have that emergency pizza, man.
Yep.
I got pasta at home. It's all good.
Or emergency gyros.
Anyway, let's get on to the game. We can see, of course, the Symmetra setting up. That's going to be Gibbon. Razor's Edge back on the McCree. Puppey this time is going to be sticking on the Soldier. We'll see whether he stays with it. Genji in defense again from Shadow. Point will be on the Reinhardt, and Darius will, of course, be on the Mercy again. So not a lot of changes coming out of No Team, No Name. Adatonian on the Winston note. He's going looking for the Mercy already, and he may well find it. That's Point gone down. That's the tank down. He won't have the Resurrect available. Razor and Shadow doing some serious work, though. That's going to be Twitty going down. So actually, this time around, you know what? Genji may have just worked. Yeah. Symmetra, I think, did a lot of that damage, though.
Successful defense, though. Something we haven't really been able to say about Team Name, at least earlier on. Sandy, though, didn't have much of a time to snipe too much.
This is what I was expecting, actually. The fact that they've had no Widowmaker, I was kind of expecting. I was like, where's the Pharahs? Where are the Pharahs?
Well, Soldier does really good against Pharah as well.
He does. We'll see whether he manages to focus on him, though. They're actually getting some serious damage on this Mercy. Oh, you're around the corner, love. You ain't even noticed this one. Darius, what are you doing? So I'm trying to hide, but you can't hide for something that's flying above your head. And that's kind of the sight caught out. Okay, Shadow, now is your moment. They got the TP up. It's all good.
Yeah, well, let's see how long that lasts there for. Because ultimates are going to come online relatively soon. And you walk in, you get smacked. And they got the point too. So now the payload's actually picked up for Overwatch Kings. And remember, guys, all you have to do is actually finish the map to finish this game. And advance onto the grand finals, which will be a best of 5.
Yeah, this is looking very good for Overwatch Kings right now. Fast start for them. They got held up once, but only briefly. That's your own teammate, Senny. Stop targeting him. It's Genji he's looking for. So, I mean, this is ballsy. They know that Shadow's going to be playing the Genji the entire game, but I mean, they're basically just saying, fine, we'll focus you down, and then that just leaves them one player down. Holber's got his ulti available, and they're pushing pretty quick right now. They've completely taken the high ground.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that Shadow's been playing that aggressively. Because he needs to play a little bit safer, at least, with the way he was doing it. Because if he dies, it's like, yeah, like I said, 5v6, it's over. And Rib will have his Barrage available when he wants to use. Got to be careful of Razor, though. There's no revive. There's no sound barrier to deal with him. Shadow's back alive, but now he gets in a really precarious position. Payload, well, it's going to move here as this one's just going to be spammed away here. The Widowmaker, Hoopy switched over to, just absolutely demolished. That's 2 quick kills coming through with the assist onto the 3rd. And now the Payload's going to get across.
Yeah, that was pretty easy. Now, I was just wondering when they were grouping up, they knew that he was here. They knew that it was likely that he'd got the ulti because he hadn't used it yet. And this is, well, I mean, they only need to finish, but this is looking like it might be a finish with a quick time as Overwatch Kings keep on pushing.
And Rabe's just spamming away too, where they come out of that entrance from the respawn back in. They're not even going to contest that point. They can actually go for a quick attack here if they want to, the defending side, just to make something happen because they have the time to respawn back in. But I can already hear and just see the frustration in your hand as you're like, what are they doing?
So, I mean, they realize they're like, okay, he's using a Pharah, we'll switch to a Widowmaker. But now it's probably too late for that Widowmaker. I don't know. I mean, man, it's just not working out well. They've still got Genji. Like, what's Genji going to do on this point right now? What is Genji doing on defense in this zone, in this entire zone? Like, because they're going to be sat as a 6-man group now, a huddle, a group. Genji can't pick them apart unless he has his ulti.
Ooh. Where's the soldiers is what I'm asking. Soldiers will break down the shield so quickly. Rib is still sticking to his fair. I'm really curious why, but Shadow towards the top side. Going to be able to use his Dragon Blade, take down Olba. He's looking for that Mercy. Adatonian just trying to escape here. Flying back and forth in the air. He's going to get the revive too. Sorry, that was actually a defensive one out of Darius. And Shadow's on the payload just to keep it from moving.
Well, we'll keep them away. Okay. And like I said, unless he has his ulti, does manage to clear them out. But now they've got 6 more minutes to do that. And he's only got 20% on the charge now. While you look at the opposition, they've got Rib now actually switching across to the Winston from the Pharah, realizing Pharah's no use in this point. It is a closed environment. Let's switch across to that Winston.
And Genji hates.
And jump on them, yeah.
Hates Winstons.
Yeah.
I feel like you should be able to reflect lightning, though. He's a lightning bender or something. Yeah. Like in Star Wars. Here we go. Rib jumping straight through. Actually gets good tags on a 3 or 4. They get
really
knocked
good.
so high into the air, too, which buys them a lot of extra time here. That's a good positioning out of Twitty just to keep them back. And Rib will eventually fall here to Razor's Edge, but some really good damage has been done.
There's the big revive, manages to get everybody just about back up and running. Let's see where they're going to run to. Rib is going to be jumping on that Genji. We talked about it, didn't we? He's going to get pinned out, but won't get taken down just yet. Barely any damage done to him, actually.
Oh,
and look at him. He's literally doing 360 no-scopes with his lightning cannon, just swinging around as like they're around his payload somewhere. Doesn't even need to aim. And GG for the Overwatch Kings. As a really quick time posted. I mean, they only needed to finish, really. It will be Rib with the barrage towards the end. Actually, will it be that play? No, it won't be. It'll be a different one. Okay. Different play in around the side. So this is just before he switched across and actually did some really good work, but they held off. This is where the Genji ult, I think, starts to clear them out. Yeah, you can see Shadows doing some damage. But, oh well. Oh well, 4 minutes 46. That was a fast time as well, wasn't it? 4:27 on Kings Row, 4:46 on Hollywood. Quick times for the Overwatch Kings. They are going to be moving through to the grand finals. Now, the question is, who will they be facing?
Ventus.
Ventus.
Yeah.
So
the third time we've seen them today. Yeah, not bad. Not bad team.
Came very close against Pretz.
Yeah, I think Overwatch Kings is going to be a different beast for him, though.
Yeah.
I definitely think so. I think there's going to be a pretty big disparity between the two. But it's a best of 5 grand finals, so they definitely have a chance to pull this one.
Yeah, absolutely. Best of 5. A lot of maps to play. Join us after the break, ladies and gentlemen. When we come back, the grand final, we'll be ready to go.